Hi, this is Dennis Fassett of Cashflow Mercenary. Welcome to another installment of Cashflow Mercenary Television. I'm out on a blustery Tuesday morning doing some rental business. Just met with a prospective tenant at one of my houses in East Point that's turning over. And a nice lady took an application, and it's all good. So it looks like stable work history, stable rent history. She gets a little bit of public assistance, so it's all good. But funny story, and actually sad story. I was looking at her application, and I talk about a small world. I looked at who she was moving, her current landlord, and I know the guy who owns the houses that she rented the last two times, the one she's moving out of and the one before that. Sad story. It turns out that a couple of years ago, this guy emailed me, and I think we talked on the phone a couple times about this area he was looking to buy houses to flip. And I had just gone into Harper Woods at that time and really done a really pretty significant survey of the area and really figured out where the good area was and where the bad area was. And this house that he had picked was on a main street, and just on the other side of the tracks, just in the area where you don't want to be in. And the combination was just really, I told him, I said, you want to stay away from this house. There's other stuff out there. Of course, he couldn't believe what a deal it was. Bought it. I think he paid too much for it. I think he put too much rehab into it. I think he put granite countertops in this house. I mean, turned out beautiful, but I mean, more than overkill for the area. Couldn't sell it, so he rented it. Turns out, rented it to this lady that came to see me today. Well, as she's telling me the story today, that house went into foreclosure. Turns out, I think he did spend too much on it, spent too much on the rehab. He was upside down on the rent payment, couldn't make the payments, and this guy was talking about, bragging to me about how he was going to be, the flipping king and the landlord king of the area, and now, he went bankrupt on that house, or he went into foreclosure on that house. Well, it turns out that he actually paid to move this lady into the house she's in now. And she's been there for 6 months, and now this house is going into foreclosure. So this guy's losing two houses to foreclosure in a year's time, which is just amazing to me. And the funny thing is, or the sad thing is that while most landlords, when they go into foreclosure, they continue to collect the rent and put it in their pocket, this guy just walked away from the house she's in right now. She said she hasn't paid rent in 5 months. So, because he's not asked for it and nobody said anything, and he's just basically just walked away, disappeared. So, I guess unfortunately it's another one bites the dust out of the real estate market here. And I go back and forth on, you guys know, you've been watching me for a while, I own 11 houses in one apartment building. Not big numbers, but you know what? To be honest, it's numbers that I can manage myself. It's numbers, I'm very selective in the stuff that I buy. They don't need a lot of work. They don't need a lot of management headache. So while it's not a big number, the cash flow number is huge on all of them, all put together, and they don't take any of my time. And so it's really I'd rather be the guy that is doing it and profitable with less than going into foreclosure because I'm getting it over my head and buying crap that's too expensive. So, I guess there's something to be said for the tortoise rather than the hare in some cases, because I look at myself as a tortoise sometimes because I'm going slower than I'd like to go. But who knows? Maybe there's a business model there. This is Dennis Fassett, the Tortoise Cashflow Mercenary. Thanks again for tuning in, and we will talk again soon.